Yes, I was asking Kalani about the philosophy as far as those hurry-up plays where the offense rushes up to the line and tries to go before the defense is ready. I know you faced that on a defensive side. What's that like as a defensive player when the offense tries to really, ramp up the tempo and snap the ball quick?
Yeah, I feel like for the most part, it's just trying to get us off guard and try to get us out of positions for them to make more uh, a better place for them. But I feel like it all just comes back to preparation and what we do during practice. We practice that a lot as far as tempo goes, trying to receive the calls and to know what we're supposed to do as far as the plays go. And yeah, it all just comes to preparation. I feel like for the most part, especially against Oklahoma, we're able to do that because they're a really fast tempo team. But definitely not the first one that we faced this season or career wise. Um, so yeah, it just all comes down to preparation and being able to receive the calls and then get our hands on the ground.
Then what? Just kind of a broader picture. And I said, what's the feeling on the team right now? Again, it was another loss, disappointing that way, but better performance than previous weeks. So, what's the feeling as you're around the guys?
Yeah, even this morning, just going through film and being with the boys, all of us are just really motivated to get things up and going. As far as today and just getting that extra film work against Oklahoma State and just trying to understand what our game plan for this week. Um, Defensively motivated, offensively motivated, and including special teams. So I feel like we're trying to keep this going up until Saturday.
Go ahead, Jake.
Nice. So you guys seemed to hold up against the run early on, through about 3 quarters of that game against Oklahoma. Then it kind of fell apart. What did they change in that fourth quarter that allowed them to start gashing you guys?
I feel like they just were able to execute as far as what gaps and just they have a really elusive running back, really good player, and he was able to find the gaps and some of us were out of position. It all just came down to who was executing better, and they were able to find those gaps and to execute when they found those gaps. And as far as us, we're just either out of position or just yeah, pretty much. That's kind of what I saw as far as like the second half of the game.
And now, as you come towards the end of your time at BYU, can you kind of reflect back on everything that's happened? You've dealt with injuries and medical concerns, all that stuff. How's it been from your perspective?
I mean, it's definitely been a journey. It's been a process. It's been a grind. Coming back from plenty of injuries. But I just know that I'm not the only one. I know that there's a lot of people who had been dealt similar cards, but it's all just been trying to be resilient and just trying to be an asset to the team and doing my part, and still continuing trying to do that going into this next game.
You're up, Sean.
Yeah, nice. So you talk about Oklahoma's run game and kind of stopping that. I thought you guys held up pretty well for most of that game, like you mentioned there. Going into this week, Oklahoma State's also got a pretty good running back, one of the best in the nation. In fact, is that a pretty big emphasis for you guys? And what's just kind of your first takeaway, I guess, of that Oklahoma State run game?
Yeah, like I said earlier, like we've been watching film. Ollie Gordon, he's a really good running back. Um, I'm pretty sure he's a freshman, 19 years old. I mean, averages almost 7 yards a carry. He's had over 1,400 yards in the year, and so yeah, we've been watching him just throughout the season, and he's a really good player. Really excited to play against him. Definitely not the first great running back that we played against this year, but he really is someone to watch. And so we're just as a defensive player, and especially D-line, we're always trying to stop the run. So it's always a challenge, and we're always up for the challenge to be able to play against great players and to kind of just show what we have and to show that we have the ability to either stop it or to play against it. So really excited for this upcoming game against him.
building off of that a little bit, just so many consecutive games, just back to back to back to back. It feels like you guys have faced really strong running backs, really strong offensive lines. Does that wear on you guys a little bit, or is it just kind of something that you've got to get used to, like welcome to the Big 12?
It definitely is a welcome to the Big 12. At the same time, it's yeah, playing. I feel like for anyone playing against a great opponent, over the course of the season, your body starts to wear and tear, and a lot of bumps and bruises and scrapes, and but it all just comes down to your personal commitment of whether you're taking care of your body throughout the season. And it's sometimes things are inevitable with specific injuries that you just have to battle through. So I mean, for the most part, yeah, it does take its toll. But then again, you just gotta find a way to do your job. So.
Okay, nice. So we've got one last question. Go ahead, Jared.
Nancy, you've played games on Thanksgiving week before. What impact does it have on you as a player? Just the adjusted schedule, having the holiday on the Thursday. What impact does that have?
For me specifically, I feel like it just gives me an opportunity to kind of reflect on not only the season, but kind of just life in general. I mean, I'm going to be able to go home and spend time with my family. It's been a minute since I've been able to do that. Just so busy with school and football. So definitely a needed step back from football and just enjoying time with my family. And then being able to just kind of having to switch that mentality and going into, Friday in preparation for the game. So, but it's definitely a great opportunity to step away from football.
Awesome. Thanks, Nisa. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank
Have
you
a great
guys.
week.
Thank you.